Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. We've just had the best promo Friday of FC26. The Pogba SBC, two great evolutions, objectives that are actually interesting. Ultimate Scream has cooked. But what stands out the most for me from yesterday's content is the first exchange SBC of the year. Guys, we cannot miss this SBC as it refreshes every single day because it's not just giving out fodder of upgraded ratings, it's also giving out promo cards, and that's a pretty big deal. We're going to discuss it in today's video. Plus, the market is going bananas. Guys, prices are going up a lot. People got coins and they're going and buying players, but also some prices are going down. What happens today, though, as we have two big SBCs incoming and probably more good evolutions as well? At least that's the leak, or that's the hints that we have right now. We're going to discuss it all in today's video. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up, hype the video, and subscribe if you're new. Now, let's get things started where the content started yesterday, guys, and that is in objectives. In the campaign tab here, we have three new objectives to discuss, the first of which being the Diego Luna Ultimate Scream card. Now, this is mostly for a lot of people just maybe important for the SP, which yesterday when this was first dropped, they were SP like consumables that you would claim and you could hold on to and save potentially for the next season, season 2 that is coming next week. EA unfortunately changed that right after content, so these are auto claiming 1000 SP segments here. So once you get them done, it automatically claims that you cannot save this SP to start off the season 2 with a boost, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm doing this Luna. He's my FC25 Evo GOAT. Now, this objective from yesterday requires a good bit of work, but I think we're going to get it done easier than we may think, and it's worth it, guys. Not only are we getting a bunch of players from objectives yesterday, we're also getting some good packs. We're talking the 85 to 87 and the 85 to 89 packs inside of a couple of these objectives here, which basically you're going to get this done just by putting an Ultimate Screen player in your team and playing your normal weekly games. Live events, rivals, rush, and squad battles all count for this. Play 7, score in 25 separate, score 50 goals, and win 20 matches. Yeah, that does take a bit of work, but for the packs that you're getting and just because you're playing the game normally throughout the week with a Screen player in your team, I don't think it's that bad. Now, it does require a little bit of extra work by using Mexican, Romanian, USA, and Japanese players probably all in one team together in squad battles to get this done the quickest, for some scoring, some assisting, and finesse shots specifically to get those extra packs to complete this objective and get the Ultimate Scream evolution. What does it say here? It transform your favorite player into an Ultimate Scream. So I don't think that means you're going to get the 99 stat and the roll plus pluses, but maybe you will. That's one question I have for the cards that are getting the evolution card type from yesterday's content, and also here in objectives. If you're putting the Ultimate Scream card type on them, they don't get the 99 stat and the boost, do they? I don't think they would. That would be way too good. It's probably the only existing Ultimate Scream cards that we have. That would be sick, though. If you could put an Ultimate Scream on somebody and then we get a random 99 stat for those certain periods, of course, for these cards being alive. I don't think that's the case, but for these packs in here, it is 100% worth it. Now, the last objective from yesterday is this puzzle crafting completionist, which you can already complete step 1 because we had the bat attack SBC released yesterday in the challenges section in that part of the game. And basically, you'll just watch out for the rest of these SBCs to get released during the 2 weeks of Ultimate Scream, and you'll get the player reward for completing the SBC. And then, of course, once you get all of them done, you'll get the Miles Lewis Skelly card that looks like he needs an evolution to be super usable. Sorry, Arsenal fans. I don't know. I don't think that card looks that great. But he could be evolvable within a couple of weeks because he's only 85 rated, and he is a Scream card. So he should get the 99 stat boost and the roll pluses and plus pluses when that does happen. Once again, these are the upgrades. Since we're kind of talking about it, under the play tab, you can read about how the 99 stats and the roll plus and plus pluses are going to work. The important key dates are November 5th and December 4th. Those are the 2 dates where upgrades will happen, and the 99 stats will be lasting on cards for an entire week from that date going forward. Now, the rest of content yesterday takes us to evolutions. I mentioned an Evo that gave the Ultimate Scream card type. It is this one, the big fella, a max 84 rated. That's, I think, the first max 84 rated Evo that we've had this year that actually gives us a really good rating boost. It's 4 center defensive mids, and it is a fantastic upgrading Evo here. Some huge stat boost for physical. You get some shooting stats. You get stats across the card. You get the Bruiser playstyle, you get the Enforcer playstyle, and Box Crasher plus, and it is only 25,000 coins. One of the other sneaky upgrades in this that I really like is the weak foot going up to 4-star. That's actually awesome for a lot of players right now that for Evos have only been giving out skill move and weak foot upgrades to 3-star max. Now we get to 4-star. That is phenomenal, especially for a center defensive mid. Being able to pass with either foot with at least a 4-star weak foot, that's great. So yeah, this Evo is very good. Of course, this is the one that Kamavinga was going up in price for yesterday before the content drop. He has come back down a little bit, but he is one of the most popular cards to put in this. Chouameni fits. Kefrem Turam fits, Loftus Cheek. There's some really, really good chains with this evolution, guys. So definitely do not sleep on it. Now, the other evolution that we had yesterday was Inverted Instinct. This was the free left wing Evo that we had, which is also very good for a free Evo. It only boosts the overall here from 81 to 83 as well. But look at that shooting boost. We're going up +4 shooting on Martinelli and +2 dribbling for his card. And some other cards you're getting even bigger boost. If I take a look at like this Quinones card here, he goes from 79 shooting to 82 and from 79 dribbling to 84. It gives the Trickster playstyle and Finesse Shot base playstyle as well as the right wing position. This is a really, really good Evo as well, and I love it that it's free. And again, I'll also say I love it that it doesn't boost the overall rating that much. Matisse Tell only goes from a 77 to an 81, and that card with those stats is an 81 rated. That looks very, very good. This will be chainable with a bunch of other evolutions, so that's a really, really good free Evo in my opinion from yesterday's content as well. Now, let's go to SBCs where it really popped off yesterday. Guys, of course, we had the big Pogba player pick. This was leaked. We knew it was coming. But what was surprising was the price. Only 200,000 coins for this Pogba. It's an 85, 86, and 87 rated squad to get him done. I've already got the 87 squad done. I'm committing to this Pogba SBC first because he is a whole lot cheaper. This SBC is taking over the game, guys. He's everywhere. And of course, you can see if you take a look at Footbin, he is 89% upvoted on the SBC. And his card here, the center defensive mid one, has 3,600 thumbs up. Now, the question is, which one do you take? And honestly, guys, after seeing the CDM version with the play styles that he has and the stats that he has, I'm opting for that version once I get this one done. But you can't go wrong. Honestly, you cannot go wrong with whichever one of these you're the most interested in. Pogba's a cam, has Trickster as well. He's got the incisive pass, and he's got way better dribbling. Both of these cards have weaknesses. This card is a little bit low on the stamina and the physical. This card is a little bit low on the stamina as well, but really low in reactions. The defensive Pogba has like 73 reactions, which is really bad, honestly. But I think in the future that could be evolvable. He's only an 86, so it's not too far away from Evos. And the Intercept Plus is going to be really strong here. So for only 200,000 coins and for the hype, for the return of Paul Pogba inside of Ultimate Team, this is a fantastic SBC, especially for the price. Now, of course, since this SBC is so hyped, take a look at French links and Ligue 1 links. Most people must not have had Ligue 1 cards in their team or French managers or French players to link this Paul Pogba card, because take a look at these prices yesterday, guys. Julie the Hero from 72,000 coins up to 120K where he is now. Pacho and other League 1 cards, not even like strong links, just regular League 1 league links from 57K for Pacho. He went all the way to 75,000 coins. He's still holding a high value of 67K. Cards like Nuno Mendes and Hakimi as well. PSG links did very good. Even French cards from other leagues like Hugo Ekitike, out of pack specials, 216,000 coins. He went all the way to 290. We saw him on the market live as he was spiking up at that point, and he's still 252,000 coins. Prices are going crazy on French cards, French icons, heroes. Everything French in League 1 is up, or most things, because of this Pogba card. So with that being said, if you want to take some extra cash on those cards and sell them in the high, they're probably not going to continue to go too much higher because they're already up so much. But this could be a really good opportunity to sell those cards at inflated prices and take the coins on those, just to be smart. And then also just kind of be aware that that's why some of those cards have gone up so much in value. It's because this Paul Pogba SBC is so hype. Now, on the flip side of that, also what's going up is Fodder. Guys, I thought Weekend League rewards would actually make Fodder cards drop. These cards are like immune right now. 88 rateds are almost 20,000 coins. They're not getting price drops happening with the supply here from Weekend League. These cards were 16K at the content drop. Afterwards, they went to 18, and they're still going higher. And I think it's just because people have gotten coins. They're getting the rewards packs. They're getting coins. They opened all their saved up packs from yesterday, right after the content drop happened, and now they're going and using those coins to build the big SBCs and get fodder for other SBCs that are still upcoming. So that is amazing if you held on to your fodder. And to be completely honest, it's so high, 19K for 88s. That's way higher than I thought. I was thinking they might go to 17,000 coins, but all the SBCs keep coming out at decent values. The Icon Pack, the Pogba, we have a lot more SBCs, of course. So right now, it just looks like it could keep going. If you held on to fodder, you're absolutely loving this. I will say this, make sure you lazy list. Like, always be lazy listing your fodder. I think that's a very smart move on this market, whether it's 85s, 86s, 7s, 8s. I didn't check 89s. How are 89s doing? I mean, they're 26,000 coins. They're flying on the market as well. So that's a GG. All fodder is up. I don't know if it's going to rise as much as it did today, as it did yesterday, but I still should think that it would be in a good spot for the rest of this weekend. We'll just have to see if EA do anything crazy with like store packs or supply to bring that fodder down. Now for informs, it's a little bit of a different story. These informs really haven't gone up too much. Like Bool here is still 22 to 23,000 coins. You're going to need a really hype SBC with multiple inform requirements to make those actually go up a whole lot more. I still think they're decent investments because we don't have any 87 rated informs like that Bool at 22K. She could easily be 25 and 26 again after this weekend with more inform requirements. But for right now, most of the fodder market just keeps going up. Now, speaking of fodder, how EA's helping us get a little bit of fodder, since we know that rewards just aren't enough by themselves, is the first exchange SBC of the year. Now, it's not dubbed an exchange. EA's not calling it that, but this is exactly what the 85 to 87 upgrade is, and I think that this is the craziest SBC from yesterday's content. Guys, this is out for 26 more days. Every day for the next 26 days, we need to put in these 83 rated squads 5 times a day to get the 85 to 87 upgrade done. It's more important now than it will be later on, but this is imperative that we get this done every single day, because this gives us not only the chance of packing 85 to 87 rated fodder, it also gives us the chance of packing promo cards. Guys, I can't tell you how many people yesterday were coming into the stream saying, Nate, I packed Tella. Nate, I packed Aldo Wayron. Somebody packed Rafael Leao. Yes, 86 rated, 1.3 million coin Rafael Leao Ultimate Scream card from one of those 85 to 87 packs yesterday. I actually packed the 85 rated Alex Berenger promo card. It's insane that that's possible, since those cards are in that rating kind of threshold, 85 to 87. So it's not just fodder cards you're looking to pack from this. It's actual usable gold cards. And not to just say that only promo cards can be packed from this. If you take a look at, like, you know, just other meta 85 to 87s on this game, Frankie de Jong, Nico Williams, Reinders, Claudia Pina is packable from that pack. Plenty of other very meta cards right now that people are using as golds in their team. Koundé, Marquinhos, Pacho, they're also packable from this pack. It is a must do every single day. Now, of course, it requires an 83 rated squad. 83s are basically minimum price. By the time we get out of this weekend with the Weekend League rewards supply, I bet 83 rateds are going to go up. Guys, I think 83s are a good club stock and investment. I have a good amount of coins. What I'm going to do, just because I want to do every single one of these packs this week and into the next couple of weeks, is I'm going to make sure that I go and at least pick up a couple of 83s on minimum bid price of 700 coins and put them on my transfer list. You can see people are bidding on these right now for 700. I would imagine that these start to lift off of minimum value as we head out of the weekend, because I used almost all the 83s in my club yesterday getting those done, and we're going to need to do those every single day. That is a great pack, guys. I can't even tell you how great it is. Just keep doing it throughout the next 26 days that it is out, and keep reaping the rewards of it. Now, I'll also say, with those daily packs make sure you keep doing the daily bronze, silver, common, and rare gold upgrades, because this is going to help you get a whole bunch of cards in your club, not only for the league SBCs, which I'm still kind of chipping away at. I said we're going to talk more about this weekend. We'll probably do that tomorrow because there's so much to cover today, but keep doing these upgrade packs as well. I will say, for these mixed league SBC upgrades, Libertadores and Sudamericana cards are still selling for over 2,000 coins. So make sure you're doing your bronze and silver upgrades, and maybe if you're super bored, rip some bronze pack method, the 750 coin packs in the store, because you can actually make some profit off of those and pack some Sudamericana and Libertadores players for doing that SBC right there. Now, before we get into the rest of yesterday's content, the market, and then look forward into what's coming today, we have to check live events now, guys, because that's a part of content that changes on the weekly and on the daily. And a new live event has been spotted that is going to upcome here in the next 10 days. A Screamers tournament. Screamers from outside the box count as 2 goals in the first House Rules tournament of FC26. This is the long range mode, and that means goals outside of the box count as 2, and it's a tournament, guys. It says we're going to have 30 entries, so 30 chances to play in this 4-round tournament. And the squad requirements, they're kind of behind my face cam here. You have to have 1 Ultimate Scream player in your team, and every card has to be 87 rated and below, except for 1 88 and higher overall player. So that's going to be, for most of us, our main teams, bar a couple of players here or there. But that's just a very interesting tournament that is going to be upcoming that I wanted to mention. EA also said here that there is going to be a couple of rush events, flash rush events, that will be taking place over the course of this promo. This web page that they posted about Ultimate Scream really doesn't give a whole bunch of detail or like insight on the content that we haven't seen yet. It does say that we're going to have some cosmetic evolutions that will be very interesting with Ultimate Scream, so I'm kind of curious to see what those will look like, but I do not believe we had any of those yesterday. I think we only had the 2 evolutions that were related to the actual stat boost. So I would imagine we get some new cosmetic evolutions today. The Red Fire and Classic Aerospin are expiring. Maybe some more of those Evos will be dropping today. Now let's look at the promo team here really quick and start talking about the market. Ultimate Scream Team 1, you know, they were exactly as leaked. That's how it is nowadays with these promo teams. It gets leaked, and always the cards that drop are exactly as leaked. These cards, you know, they've had some decent fluctuations in price, and as we've talked about, these are going to be very important to invest in. I'm not investing in them just yet because, once again, guys, it's November 5th. That's the upgrade date for the 99 stats on these cards. By that time, we'll be in Ultimate Scream Team 2 next week, more than next week. Beyond that, I don't think you have to invest in these cards just yet. But what I will tell you to do is just start looking at DaCosta, Fornals, Due, Haley, Alex Berenger, and even Thomas Muller, like the low budget, cheap tier cards in this team. Make sure you start looking at these and start stocking them in your club as low as they can go, which I don't know if they're going to go all the way down to 11,000 coins this card price. They could get close, but if and when they do get close to that, just make sure you put one in your club. Everybody who has more than 150 to 200,000 coins should be doing this, because depending on the 99 stat boost that happen with these in a couple of weeks, their prices are going to move. So we're watching these cards very closely. The only one that I actually picked up for a trade today was Peter Crouch, because, like, come on, people are going to want to wake up today on Saturday and try this card out, right? So I picked him up for 79,000 coins, just 2 of them, because I want to try this card myself. Even though he has the nerfed Technical Plus R1 dribble, we actually have some news about Technical Plus that EA mentioned yesterday in one of their live streams, that they're not actually going to nerf it to the ground. They're actually going to basically take our feedback into account and potentially buff it again and make it maybe not as good as it was before, but like kind of close. We'll be talking a little bit more about that in a second. But this Scream team, it looks pretty good. I don't think the pack weight's super crazy. Let me know in the comments if you guys have packed any of these cards and you've got some really big pack pulls. The only one I said I've gotten was Alex Berenger, and that was from 85 to 87 pack there. Now let's talk about market, because yesterday, of course, we were very, very keen on a Friday night bounce. And oh my goodness, did we have a Friday night bounce yesterday, guys. Prices on the market exploded. I mean, yeah, the League One cards and the French cards were exploding, but just other places on the market as well, like just good meta players. Rafinha, look at Rafinha's Friday night bubble. He went from 200, I think he was 220 before the content drop yesterday. Let's take a look here. He was 220,000 coins, 219, and he went all the way to 252. He was actually 260 on the market, I remember seeing at one point. The market did phenomenal. The cards that did not do good, though, were center mids. Guys, center mids got cooked. Even some super cheap ones, like Pedri was a card that I even tried to trade with yesterday. Reinders, De Jong, those cards were getting packed a little bit from the 85 to 87 packs, of course, untradeable, but also it's just Pogba was out. Busquets has been out. That great evolution was out. So center mid cards did not do very good. And center mids, I would say, are not very good cards to invest in right now, just because there's so many other CMs people are using with the Evos and with the SBC. So try to stay away from trading those. However, I am going to invest in some gold cards today. Some of the prices here, as you're looking, have already started to rebound as people are buying. Like Graham Hansen, I was looking to buy her for 370. She's 386. Rafinha still looks a little bit low, but a card like Koundé, he was 120,000 coins. He's up a couple thousand. He's about 128K now. And like we see most weeks on Saturday mornings, I do expect a market rise today, and I do expect it to probably peak a couple hours before the content drop. Take a look. This is last week. Koundé was 120. Last Friday, went down to 107, and then by the content drop on Saturday, he was back up at 115. So there's not really a whole lot of profit there, but that's the movement you see normally on Saturdays, and I think you're going to see it really good today on Saturday too, since the market did so well yesterday. I think you're going to see some nice price movements today, and I think it's going to be a good time to be buying cards early this morning on Saturday and trading. Look at this Doué. Doué from 380 went all the way to 519,000 coins. It was mad. A lot of the out-of-pack specials did very good, not just the French ones. Again, like this Julian Alvarez, 670,000. He exploded. Olise rebounded back great. Rodman rebounded back great as well. So the market's doing very good. It should be a nice morning to trade on this game. I was just actually flipping a couple of cards here, and I need to go get some coins sent into a couple of other players because there were some really, really good deals out there. So I'm very, very high on the market for some trades and for some flips today on Saturday. Look at icons, look at heroes, look at low budget, look at middle tier budget. I think the lower tier budget is the safest, just because once again, a lot of people are turning in their coins for SBCs, and that is devaluing the market. Fodder being as high as it is, yeah, you could say, well, people are making more coins if they pack a high rated card. But yes, also a lot of people are spending more coins to complete the SBCs that are out right now that are very exciting that a lot of people are doing. So keep an eye on the market today and just focus on meta players. Focus on meta cards that a lot of people like to use, whether it's golds, whether it's out-of-pack specials. You should see the market rise today. It could be a good time to buy your team this morning and then sell it around the content drop time before prices probably drop back off later in the day, later in the night. Now, one thing I want to mention about prices, I'm going to check the store. Yesterday, we didn't have super crazy store packs, but there was some rumors going around of compensation, and I don't get involved in this much anymore because EA haven't compensated any of these mistake in description packs this year of FC26 as far as I can remember. But this ultimate booster player pack, yesterday on Twitter, people were saying that in Japanese, the pack description said 84 times 20. And of course, this is an 84 times 50. You see here in English, it says 84 by 5. Sorry, it's an 84 by 5 with 50 rare golds. And in Japanese, it said 50 gold rare player items with an 84 plus rating. So technically, what you were reading in Japanese was you should have gotten an 84 by 50, which would be a crazy pack. So I don't think EA is going to compensate this, but I feel like it's worth mentioning because if they do compensate it, that's going to give out a ton of fodder to people who open this in Japanese. We'll see if they do anything along those lines. I'm kind of hoping this year that they don't do too many of those compensations, even if you guys got involved. I'm sorry, it's not anything personal, but a lot of times when stuff like that happens, it fricks up the market, and it'd be nice if they didn't actually do that. Of course, we remember the 25,000 coin hero pack. We remember some of the crazy things that have happened in the store before. If those mistakes don't happen, a lot of times the market is a lot safer and a lot more fun place. Now, last thing about the market that I wanted to mention, guys. Yesterday, EA went on their live stream and talked about the changes that they made in the latest patch. Of course, it's been a big point of contention recently with what is going on with the R1 controlled sprint dribble. And in the interview, this is Bogdan, an EA employee on the content team. I actually know he watches the videos on this channel. Hello, Bogdan, if you're watching today. But he said that the team is taking back and feedback in the considerations they're hearing about controlled sprint dribbling. And he made some good points in there about why they did what they did with the R1. He also mentioned that they may be listening to the feedback. If the feedback keeps coming in that people want R1 sprint dribble to be made better, maybe not as good as it was before, but made better than it was, that they will be looking to do that in maybe the next patch or server release, as they called it. So when this came out and this news broke yesterday, you saw the technical plus cards like Bonmati rebound back up in price. There was a short period on the market where Bonmati went from 300,000 coins all the way back to 370K. The Bonmati that I bought on Wednesday, it was, or Thursday, for 330,000 coins, I ended up selling for a profit at 369,000 coins, something like that. She's now back down to 315, but just keep an eye on her card, Lamine Yamal, George Best, all those Tech Plus players that were dropping. I'm not going to say they're going to explode back in price today, but that's just a part of the market that may be moving back up again based on those rumors. Again, nothing's been changed in the game yet, but when EA talk about that for the next time, when they say what changes they're going to make with R1 controlled dribbling, if they're going to buff it back up, those cards could move for sure. Now, let's look at content today on Saturday, because we got the SBCs that are refreshing every day, like the 85x7. We're crafting these SBCs. We're playing FUT Champs. We're getting rewards. The game feels a lot better. This content has really, really brought some life back to FC26. I'm so motivated to play FUT Champs, to get these Ultimate Scream cards, to maybe get lucky with a really good pull and get a card that's going to have a 99 stat boost. That's going to be so fun when that happens. But there's big SBCs coming today as well. Guys, we have 2 SBCs today. That is the end of an era. Jordi Alba, of course, with the Tiki Taka Plus, which a lot of people think is an interesting playstyle plus choice here for Jordi Alba. That card we are getting today, but we're also getting Rolfo. This card right here, she's got 87 pace, 86 dribble. Very, very good looking card. We're going to have to see what the play styles are on her item, but both of these SBCs are allegedly dropping today. You maybe want to watch your MLS links. Not that they're needed, of course, because this card here has the icon chemistry, but maybe this Messi card could go up a little bit today. He's 1.2 million right now. That's just a maybe sort of situation. But also watch out for some Swedish links. I don't think that Rolfo is going to be that easy to link. Not saying that Lotta Schellen or Seeger would go crazy in price today because of that, but just something to kind of consider with those cards right there, as both of those SBCs are expected to be dropping today as a part of content. So that's big SBC content. Is that going to move Fodder a whole lot? It just depends on the price. If they price Busquets, sorry, for 400,000 coins, and now he's more than that with the way Fodder's increasing, how much is Jordi Alba going to be? That's my question. Hopefully less than Busquets, but who knows? And hopefully Rolfo is cheaper than Pogba even. Hopefully she's somewhere around like 150 to 200,000 coins, somewhere in that range. That would be my guess for her. But it doesn't stop there, guys. We have rumors today as well that a next Evo that is going to be released today would also be a big Evo with some pretty big stat boosts. So watch out for FUT Agent and watch out for FUT Police Leaks to be leaking more information and news about those Evos today. And speaking of Evos, I saw this tweet rolling around. Weaver, of course, who you guys know is in the streams and who we have connection with the Patreon that is linked down below in the description. If you want to get into their Patreon, they're making a bunch of coins as well. If you want to learn the market in that way, click that link in the description. 10% off if you use my link down there and code Nate10, I believe it is. But there was a pump and dump Discord. Maybe you guys saw player prices of Rashford and of Van de Ven earlier this last week go crazy on the market and then come straight back down. Allegedly, there was this massive pump and dump Discord that was going and that was happening. And this guy here is closing the Discord because nobody was buying or selling the pump and dumps anymore. And so that was a good thing, I guess, that this is being shut down, because he literally just scammed the community. And again, that's just a good message, as always, to be careful when you see images or TikToks or tweets even of people saying invest in this card because it's going to go crazy on the market, this, that, and the other. Just use, a little bit of, I want to say common sense, but that may sound mean. Like, just think about it for a second. Are the main leakers like Foot Police and Foot Agent, who usually tweet out Evo leaks, are they tweeting about it? If they're not, then maybe it's not legit and it may not be real. So just be careful with that sort of thing. When you are seeing leak tweets and stuff like that. I'm going to open this last BPM pack here. I'm trying to pack Gadella, the 6'11" goalkeeper. I have not seen him yet this year. We keep our eyes peeled for that card. Just like last year, you were trying to pack Kyle Hudlin, who's no longer in this game, which is so unfortunate, man. If Hudlin was in this game, that'd be hilarious. Anyway, guys, best of luck with your weekend league. If you pack anything sick, send me the rewards. I love the tweets. I love seeing when you guys are succeeding and stuff like that and getting good stuff from rewards. Good luck with the SBC grind, of course. I know a lot of us are putting in a shift to get this Pogba, to get the Busquets, and to get the craft done. But let's have a day, guys. And good luck making profits as well. I had a poor day of trading yesterday. The market went up like mad, and I was over here like losing coins on a dumb icon flip that I should have sold a lot earlier than I did. So we're going to get active on the market today. I've already flipped a Chiellini from 660,000 coins and sold him at 730K. I bought a Doué for 440, sold him for 470. I got some Bosch's that I bought here for like 6K. I think hopefully she goes up to like 7.5. Let's make some freaking coins today, man. I'm motivated. Hope you guys are too, and hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, drop a like on it. Comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. It's been TheFutAccountant, guys. Have a great Saturday. Peace.